6:15 a.m. and all is well. Yeah, the old town crier. 6:15 and all is well, but the fish keeps smelling. The bread is baking, the bakery is moving, 6:15 and all is well. Yeah, I grew up in a town I remember when I was that we had an old town crier. It was ceremonial, but for parades and stuff. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. Anyway, yeah, that's Arizona time for y'all. We don't go on daylight saving time, so we're the same as the West Coast. If you notice, I don't use that C word anymore. I'm not allowed to cuss, so I have to go. Although I have the plans for the new wall that go up the Rio Grande, across the bottom of New Mexico, across the bottom of Arizona, straight up the Colorado, all the way to the Canadian border. Yep. We're walling off Washington, Oregon, and California. We're letting 2 out of the 3 become its own state. The other 2 will keep if they promise to behave themselves. It's just how it is. Sorry for the paid political announcement, but I'm entitled. I'm a grumpy old vet. Get over it. Today is National Administrative Professional Day. You know, somebody like a director, like my wife at the University of A.T. Stills University. Does research grants. National Telephone Day, all about the telephone. And we're not talking about the cell phone. We're talking about the one with the buttons on, or the one that you dial, or the one you go ring, ring, ring. Sarah, give me the courthouse. Yeah, okay. National Hug a Plumber Day. This one goes out to Mike Wilson. Yeah. National DNA Day. Yeah, see what DNA has done for everybody. National East Meets West Day, and National Zucchini Bread. You can keep the bread part, but I love zucchini. So get some zucchini bread. I normally would eat zucchini bread, but gotta watch the girlish figure. It's disappearing, so just be yourself. Hold true to yourself, your dreams, and your ambitions. Think about that. That is from Fanny Rawl. Just be yourself. Hold true to yourself, your dreams, and your ambitions. Had a chance to hear some more about my Uncle Mo yesterday. Actually, my wife's, but I'm a nephew-in-law by marriage. He worked the front desk at the VA information as an ambassador. And he could not get the guy down. I mean, he got awarded a medal for being the longest living diabetic with an insulin pump. Over 50 years. Over 60 years as a diabetic. He's had leg operations. He had a pacemaker put in. He lost an eyesight in one eye because of it. But you never heard him complain. First thing you know, you'd go in and say, "Uncle Mo, how you doing?" "Fantastic." Always. Fantastic. Just be yourself and hold true to yourself. You know, I swear there's a lot of that fantastic that kept him alive for 80 years. He was buried yesterday. It was his 80th birthday. Not only did we have a celebration of life, but we had a birthday party for Uncle Mo. You see, it's that kind of positive thinking, that kind of positiveness. Never let them get you down, never let them eat at you, never let them chew you up. My friend Trailer Park has learned that. My friend Beaner puts up with it all the time, Martin. And we love you for it because you're always true to yourself. And then there's my buddy Kippy. And then there's Big Dog, Sammy. Tell you what, that's one of the most centered guys for me. And I'm happy to be working with him. Just wish things would move a little faster for Sammy, but that's just the way it goes. But we're going to get there. Because I'm going to the mountaintop. I'm getting through it. I'm being true to me. I don't care if I have to turn the keys over from the coffin to one of you guys. It's going to happen. We're going to get the shop open in the next month by buying the one that's existing. And then we're going to open a second shop in November. I don't care. I don't care what everybody else says. I don't care. It's going to happen. Somebody said, you've been saying that for 3 years. I don't care. It's going to happen. I can see it. I can feel it. I can smell it. I can taste it. The right person's going to come along with the right 25,000 and things are going to go just perfect and everything is going to go click, 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 click. You see, I have faith in myself, I have faith in God, and I have faith that I will be true to myself. It will happen. Everything that I've gone after like that has happened. Why? I don't know. When I was 6, I read a book from cover to cover. And it gave me all kinds of positive information. And, you know, it's one of those books that everybody gives me a hard time about. Why? Actually, it's 2 books to come to think of it. The first one that I'm talking about is the Bible. I read it to cover when I was 6. Yes, I was a precocious little thing. And my parents didn't know how to handle it. But that's all right. I turned out fine. Broke a couple 2x4s on the butt. Wore out a few wooden spoons from Mom on the butt. Got grounded so much I probably need to be grounded yet another 20 years. But that's all right. They did the best with what they had, with the knowledge they had at the time, and I don't regret any of it. And I don't hold a grudge. They did what they thought was right. They felt in their heart with their love what was right. They were true to themselves. The second book was The Power of Positive Thinking. Read that when I was 6. And then in between, I read a book of cybernetics. The Power of Positive Thinking has been the core of my soul, along with the Bible, since I can remember. Time Doesn't mean anything to me. Things just happen when they happen for a reason in this season. Somebody said, you've been talking about this Arizona shop for 3 years. Yep, and I'm going to keep on talking. I'm going to talk it into existence because Jesus said in the Bible, God said in the Bible, speak into existence that which is not, and it shall be as so. I'm true to myself. How true are you to yourself and your convictions? Sorry, we got a little personal today, but that's the facts, Jack, and that's where it's at. Today's cigar is an awesomest cigar. Yep. I've had these several times before. Maybe not this exact one, but I've not had a bad one from Mark Twain. Yep, this is the Mark Twain Memoir No. 2. It is a, get the 6.4. Yeah, hang on. It said 6.4, 6.2, or 6.0 by 60. When I laid a dollar bill up to it, it went end to end perfectly. That's 6 inches. How do I know? That's the government dynamics of a dollar bill. They're exactly 6 inches long. You ever need a quick ruler? Figure out what 6 inches is or a foot is. Lay down 1 or 2 dollar bills. There's your answer. You see, Mark Twain had a lot of good stuff about it. He loved an awesome cigar. He always wanted to know where the next nickel cigar was, the good ones. Because back in his day, you could get a penny cigar or $2 cigar, but the nickel cigars were awesome. This one has a lot of little flavor notes of cream, cedar, coffee, and just hints of pepper and spice, and everything nice. You can get a box of 20 for about 44 bucks. So if you need a good budget cigar so the wife doesn't shoot you in the foot again and tell you you don't know what you're doing, you're spending too much on cigars, you better start making money at it, which I have. Then you want to go get a Mark Twain Memoir No. 2. It is about a 75-80 on the 0 to 100 mile to full. It comes from Nicaragua, and its wrapper is a Maduro out of Nicaragua. And it is second to none. The filler is all longleaf Nicaraguan. Creamy coffee, if you ever wanted one. There's smaller ones of the Mark Twain, but I love this big ring gauge at 60 because it sure don't have something that can stand up to it. So be true to yourself and smoke what you like what you smoke, and above all, kick some ash.